There are no
I don't know.
slides.
I don't know.
Hi.
I don't know where the slides are, but I'll get them. I'll get them. I'll get them.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to one and all.
To everybody.
We are both desperately seeking for the material to give you guys your 6 o'clock webinar. Apologies, everything is going badly. Oh,
I got it.
We have a screen. Fantastic, fantastic.
It's all good. It's all good.
All is good. Oh, you're in for a good show today, guys.
Oh, I love the way you preface that with like show as well. It's like it's not a webinar. This is gonna be a show.
No, it's a show. It's a show. Hi, Luca from Bologna. Lovely, lovely.
Hey, Luca, welcome back.
Yes, everyone introduce yourselves. In the meantime, we will also introduce ourselves. So I am Jadene. I am from England, and I am a teacher in Milan. Woo.
And I am also a teacher in Milan. My name is Cathal, and I'm Irish, hence the Irish hat that I have on today, because of course it's St. Patrick's Day, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody who's watching, guys. It's a very weird St. Patrick's Day.
What does St. Patrick's Day mean, Carl? What does it mean?
What does it mean? That's a very interesting and kind of how much time do you have?
I say we have 3 minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes to tell us.
God, right. Well, St. Patrick's Day is basically a celebration of all things Ireland and Irish. So we think like the sport, our music, Irish dancing, the Irish language, of course, and most importantly of all, a bit of alcohol. I mean, not too much, but some.
What is the Irish language? You don't speak English in Ireland? What?
We do. We speak English in Ireland. Yeah, that is our main language. But Irish is also a language because that's my name. Like my name is an Irish name.
Whoa.
It is the Irish form of Carlo, Charles in English. It would be.
Whoa.
Yeah, does not. I don't think Charles or Charlie kind of suits me, so I prefer like having Cathal. I think it's better.
I don't know though. You could be a Carlo. Could be a Carlo. Oh, we have one Luca, and we also have a Lucia.
Very good.
Female form.
Hey, there you go. There you go. I mean, can you please? And you spell my name correctly, please? I'm gonna call you out right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is
ridiculous. It's a difficult name. There are all these silent letters. I don't know. What is the woman version of your name? What's the female version? Carletta.
In Ireland, I don't know. I don't know if there is one in Irish. I haven't heard it.
We'll have to Google it after.
They're generally like, I mean, I don't think there is like many different like Irish.
We've got a suggestion.
Oh no!
From your dog.
This is terrible. Why is this happening? No, this is not allowed. I am not allowing this. Cataldo is like the worst thing I could possibly, because it's just combining everything that's wrong. You know, you're not pronouncing the H and you're pronouncing the T, and then like, Italianizing it, and it's just not good. It's just not good.
Oh, Cataldo, stop!
Stop
it, Cataldo. Be calm. So, what's happening in today's webinar? Tell me.
Today's webinar, my God, we are having a focus activity 10 to 13 about feelings. So we're talking about
yes.
feelings.
Hi, Valeria. Yes. So, yes, emotions are running high right now. We've got a lot of feelings to share. So really, I think I chose this one more as a therapy session for me. I need you to all help me.
Okay, all right. Well, we're here for you. We're here for you to help you through anything.
Okay. Okay. Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. So we can start. Let's do it.
Go for it.
Okay. So feelings. In this focus activity, we will be talking about feelings, looking at compound adjectives, and describing how we felt at times in the past. So not right now. We don't care about how you feel now, only in the past.
What a lovely thing to say. God, I
You're
really
welcome.
couldn't care less about how you feel right now. Just we want to talk about the past, right?
Only
Let's
yesterday.
bring up the past because
Yes,
past
exactly.
past feelings are always better to bring up. All right, so here we go. We got the first slide here. We're going to be talking about feelings, guys. So as you already know, I think Luca, we've had you before, and Valeria, you guys have been to a couple of webinars already. You guys know what the drill is. You know what to do. So please answer these questions for us in the comment section so that we can kind of talk about them and get conversation going. So we
Yes.
have the first few questions here. How would you describe the way you show emotions? Do you consider yourself an open person or do you hide your emotions? What three adjectives would you use to describe your personality? Okay, so answer the
Ooh.
questions. Answer the questions. So, how would you describe the way you show emotions? Oh, Luca, furious.
Okay,
Furious. At the present moment, I can understand that one. Yeah.
okay. So just one comment on the spelling. The excellent word, so we spell it furious. But which question are you answering, Luca? Are you describe your emotions as in you always feel furious, or
I think he's just describing his emotions right now. I think he's saying
are
because
you
right now
angry?
I'm absolutely furious right now. Is there any other way we could
Right. So
say
for
furious?
he was answering the first photo. Luca,
Ah,
you've got your own questions there,
I
but
know.
okay, it was
I
correct.
like it.
So for
Taking the
anyone who
initiative.
doesn't know, furious means extremely angry, as we can
Mm.
see in picture number one.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Is there another way we could say furious? Is there another like word for it?
I think another word could be livid.
I was just thinking that. Livid. Nice.
So livid is generally, I think, what we say is the height of anger, when you cannot be any more angry. And hi, Lavinia, how are you?
Oh, hey, Lavinia's here. Hey, welcome.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the
Okay,
party.
so yes, if you want, of course, you can do what Luca did, and you can give us some more adjectives to describe the pictures. But otherwise, please answer our questions. Ah, Lucia, perfect. So I think I usually try to hide emotions to show myself as always calm.
Mm,
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. Even if you're really angry or furious inside, Lucia, you want to present yourself as calm. That's cool. And Valeria has said, it depends on the situation. I basically show emotions, but for example, at work, I behave differently. Differently how? Tell us,
Yeah,
give us
do
more.
it
We
differently.
want to
Yeah,
know the secrets. Okay, so for question number 3 or number 2,
I
I'm
think
not
uh, I
sure.
think Luca is talking about, yeah, he's open minded. Sure, I think maybe he's going for his question 3 there. So if you want to say extrovert, Luca, you say I am an extrovert, or I am extroverted, or maybe the more common one to use is I am outgoing. Is probably a better one to say instead of saying I'm extrovert. Say I am outgoing. Uh, so it's basically show. Okay, so Valeria is there. I tried to hide my emotions, even though it's very hard sometimes. Ooh,
Oh, okay, well done. As long as you're doing this in a healthy way and you
yeah,
feel good about it,
yeah,
then
exactly,
it's very important to be able to control your emotions like that. So
exactly.
cool.
You want to be able to control it, but like don't keep them all in.
Yeah, so we call this
Yeah.
bottling something. We say
Ooh,
bottling emotions is when
bottling
you
the
when you keep emotions inside, but usually it's not healthy.
Or maybe you could say you suppress as well. Could be another one.
Ah, that's also
You
true.
suppress your emotions.
Suppress.
So like to kind of push them back and don't allow them to be shown.
Exactly. To suppress something is to limit or quiet something. Okay. So, Carl.
So, yeah, go for
it. Question number 3. What 3 adjectives would you use to describe your personality?
Well, okay, I'm gonna say friendly,
Okay.
outgoing, and weird.
Okay, and what do you mean by weird?
Yeah, I just like I'm a general strange person. I like lots of like different things, like, and I'm not like in one particular box, as it were, of like a personality. I like, for example, I like watching sports, but then I also love watching musicals. I love to sing, but then I also love going out and playing, going out and like having drinks with friends. So I'm not like any one particular one. So
wow, you're ticking all the boxes, aren't you? And Lucia just wanted to add, I agree that it's not healthy, but sometimes it's healthy for the situation and not for yourself. That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
Very wise. Very wise
yeah.
group today. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. What about you then, Jadene? What would you say? What 3 adjectives would you use to describe your personality?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say I'm very quiet and very very private. I don't know. I don't like these questions. They're not for me.
See,
They're not for me.
wanted to talk about your feelings, and now you're suppressing them.
I'm bottling them. I want to talk
Big
about my
bottle.
feelings. I don't wanna. Yes.
That's okay. That's okay. So, guys, let us know what 3 adjectives would you use to describe your personality in the comment section there. Maybe this one. Do you consider yourself an open person, Jadene, or do you hide your emotions?
Oh no, I think I'm very open.
Open. Okay.
I think I'm very open with my emotions. Um, but yeah, usually my emotions are just not very extreme, so it's not a problem.
It's a good way to be. It's a good way to be. Exactly. Yeah. You never go too high or too low. That's a good way to be.
No.
Okay. Nice one. Nice one. And so, how would we describe the way that we show emotion?
That's interesting. I mean, I'm not sure what that can mean. Does it mean do you like to talk about them? Do you physically show them?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, how lovely! I'm sunny and optimistic. I love that. I love sunny. Really.
Very good.
If you're a
Very,
sunny
very
person, you're very warm, bright, like the sun.
just like the sun, exactly. Luca is our sun shining bright in the comment section there. We also have Lavinia there too. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, the same as with extrovert, we say I'm introverted or I'm an introvert. Kind and sometimes sarcastic. Excellent. You could be English, Lavinia.
I love it.
Join
Yeah,
us.
I remember. We know Lavinia very well. You'll get to know Lavinia quite well, Jadene, when you start working at the school, because Lavinia is one of our students in Meravili. So, you know,
when I leave my box.
When you get out of your box, exactly. I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but Jadene is basically staying in a box for all the lockdown. She's just staying in a box.
I'm doing extreme quarantine. Extreme.
Exactly.
Again, Valeria. I'm open-minded, curious, and fun-loving. Whoa, guys, look at you using your compound adjectives already. Stop it. You're gonna render this pointless. Oh, I'm sweet, open-minded, and determined. Oh, it's lovely.
Wow, nice mix there of things there too. Very good, Lucia. Nice work, guys, from everyone there.
Yeah, I've seen you've all gone for very positive adjectives. Very humble group, very modest.
Oh yeah, very modest. God, that's like a signature.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, so here now, guys, we're just gonna, along the same lines as what we were doing before. You guys were coming up with some excellent adjectives there. What we need to do
Really, really
now
nice.
is come up with some more adjectives. So we've got four different kind of categories, shall we say? Happy, sad, angry, and scared. So yes, we're gonna need to come up with some synonyms for these words. So happy, sad, angry, scared. Might even
Would
throw
you
in
say?
tired as well. We might do some tired after that as well.
Would you say that these are the most common emotions or feelings?
Um, I mean, yeah, that's why I was kind of thinking like tired as well would be in there too, to be kind of the most common ones.
I was thinking it's quite strange that like there are at least three very distinct negative like feeling groups. Whereas when you
Mm,
feel good, generally you just feel happy. Like it's
yeah,
not separated in the same way. It's just I'm happy.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Interesting. Ah, I hadn't thought
Hmm.
of that before. The more
Yeah.
you know, the more you know.
The more okay, lovely, Luca. Content.
Very good.
A
Yes,
very
content.
nice. Glad, Lavinia. Yes, yes. So these mean slightly different things. I think
Mm-hmm.
content is just when you are at peace with
Mm-hmm.
everything. Everything is okay. Glad is when something has happened that's made you feel good.
Mm-hmm. You're glad.
Joyful, cheerful as well. Cheerful is lovely. Cheerful is like when you want to spread your joy or spread
Mm,
your happiness.
yeah.
And then we've got some for sad as well. So gloomy and blue. Really, really
Wow.
nice.
Nice. Very, very good. Very good. I'm gonna write down some a few here.
Yeah, and I think again with gloomy and blue, blue is like a personal sadness, I think. But if someone is gloomy, it's something that tends to spread or share to others. And drunk could be a synonym for them, or Dos, go away. Why are you here? You speak English already.
Joining in the lesson. Joining in the lesson. Well, that's debatable. That's excellent. Excellent. Yes, drunk could be a synonym for them all. True. Although I think maybe
Especially
St. Patrick's
scared.
Day has been taken too literally today by our Joss.
It does sound like it.
hmm So I'm gonna
Okay.
quickly like write down a few ideas that I think might be kind of similar, right? So okay, sad, angry, and scared. Keep them coming, guys. So we've had some for sad, and we've had some for happy. Now we need to think about. Okay, here we go. Sorry, Lucia, go
Yeah,
for it.
I'm sure that's fine. For this is just personally what I think. So, Carl, if you have a different opinion, you can say. But I think if someone is feeling blue, someone it's like a personal sadness. They're feeling a bit sad. But if someone is gloomy, usually the sadness kind of spreads. You know, because we say someone can bring gloom, someone can share gloominess.
Yeah, I think so too. I think yeah, both of them definitely like are used for to talk about being sad. Um, but whether it's like I would have to agree. I'd say yeah, just like blue is very like very kind of personal,
Yeah.
whereas gloomy, yeah, it can affect other people. Maybe you could say it can affect other people,
Mm.
right?
Um. Okay. So sad, anxious. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, anxious isn't a direct synonym for sad, but it's definitely a negative feeling when
Mm-hmm.
you feel when you feel insecure and uncertain. It's definitely
Yeah,
negative.
like nervous or something about a situation.
Yeah, but here angry and nervous, these are not the same.
Yeah, no, angry and nervous wouldn't say the same. Uh,
No.
angry, it's like as we said, like livid or like really like it's more like a red kind of emotion. You associate it with the color red. I've always said. Whereas
Mm.
nervous, it's like okay, you're unsure, as we said, we're uncertain.
Yeah, no, nervous is more along the same lines of worry.
Mm,
So
exactly.
worried.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, okay, wow, some really strong ones. Petrified, when you're so scared you can't move.
Mm,
Frightened.
Yeah.
Scared, terrified. Oh, no problem, Gia. Sad, upset. Yes, excellent. And also down, down in the dumps. Yeah. Yes,
Excellent.
it's true.
All right. So I would have said
Really
that
went.
maybe like one that we could say for. Well, actually, let's show some of these here. So happy. Oh,
Wow, nice.
delighted, overjoyed, high spirited, elated, and ecstatic. So maybe some of these are new for you
Mm,
guys. We've got delighted, overjoyed, high spirited, elated, and ecstatic. So let's go through kind of because at this stage it's like the nuances, right? The small, subtle differences between these
yeah,
phrases that are
exactly.
important, right? So delighted, obviously, when you're very happy about a certain situation. Overjoyed would be the same.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah. High spirited is just when you feel your mood cannot be like changed, or you're not going. It's not possible for you to be made sad by something. You're just like you're
Yeah,
high
you just
spirited.
feel positive.
Hmm. Again, elated and ecstatic then are probably like the highest forms of happiness, I guess we could
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Elated or ecstatic.
I would agree with that.
Right. So do you want to take the sad ones there, Jadine? Hold on.
Why do I have to be the sad ones?
Well, just decided
Okay,
it.
okay. So we have melancholy, heavy-hearted, gloomy, grief-stricken, and sorrowful. So if someone is melancholy, again, it's like the opposite of delighted and overjoyed. There's a situation that's made them feel sad, and it's the same with heavy-hearted. Literally, you feel like your heart is heavy. You feel really sad, very emotional. Gloomy, I think, is similar to moody. So how you
Mhm.
imagine a typical teenager going through going through all sorts of puberty changes and just generally being around you in a really negative way, being really gloomy, being really dark and moody.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
the last two, grief stricken and sorrowful, these are more linked to feelings of remorse or regret, um, feelings of grief or feelings of loss. So if you've lost something, a person, or maybe it doesn't have to be a person, it can also be something physical. Maybe you lose something that you can't get back, something that's important to you. You can be filled with sorrow. Um, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very good. All right, so let's go to the next one. Valeria, yes, sad, upset. Very good. Okay. So we have angry now, guys. Bitter,
Ooh.
outraged, cross, furious, and ill-tempered. Okay, so these obviously maybe we could associate more with some Italian feelings. I don't know about you, Jadine, but my experience when having a conversation with Italian people in particular, they always seem to be like really angry whenever they're speaking, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. Anyway, bitter. So
I
bitter,
like
guys.
bitter. Bitter is
Yeah,
a special one.
it's like when you're angry because a certain situation has not developed in the way that you wanted, right?
Mm,
You're bitter about something,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Also, if
yeah.
it can be used as well linked to jealousy. So if you're jealous that something
Mhm.
has happened for someone and not for yourself, so not just something has happened for them, but it's not happened for you, they can say you're bitter about something. So you can't be happy for them because you're bitter.
Mhm. Very, very, very good. So outraged then. So again, guys, there's different like levels to these adjectives, right? So angry is like our middle ground, right? So angry, if you say you're angry, that's like middle. Outraged is like super, super high, right? So when something has just made you incredibly angry. You'd say you're
Yeah.
outraged, right? So then if angry is in the middle, outraged is above it, and then cross is like a little bit below angry, I'd say. Cross is like your parents. If you did something bad when
Yeah.
you were a child, your parents were
Yeah.
cross with
Or
you,
your
right?
teachers. Maybe you come to my ears and you're speaking to each other and not listening to your teachers. We might be cross.
Mm-hmm,
It's like
mm-hmm.
a bit annoyed.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah. Furious then. Furious is like is similar to outraged in that it's very, very angry, right? Very high. Ill-tempered then. Ill meaning like bad tempered. So angry, I mean, we're talking about your temperament. And so ill tempered, just not like not good tempered. So tempered, be talking about your mood, right? So just angry in general there, I'd say. You mentioned one there, rage, similar to anger, which are nouns, which is very, very important to tell the difference.
Mm.
So yes, angry is the noun, or sorry, angry is the adjective, anger is the noun, and rage. Uh, if you wanted to say, like, if you use that as like an adjective, now this is quite a colloquial phrase, but you could say, "Oh, I was raging."
Oh, that's true.
So
But we can
rage,
also say things like I was filled with rage or I was filled with anger.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And
Ah,
so finally we have scared then, right? One. All right.
okay. So we've got panic stricken, terrified, petrified, anxious, and startled. So if something startles you, we'll start from the end. This is probably the lowest level. And it's just if something scares you quickly because you weren't expecting it. Maybe you come into your home and someone is there already, but you were expecting no one to be in. Then oh, I was startled. I was shocked. It was a bit scary. Anxious. Again, anxiety is a feeling of insecurity, of worry, of nervousness. You can feel anxious about a situation because you don't know if it will be good or if it will be really bad. Lots of people right now are very anxious about everything with the quarantine and the coronavirus just because they don't know what will happen. So it's that feeling of not being sure. Um, if you are petrified, this is the most scared you can be. It's when you're so scared you cannot move. You have been frozen in place because something has scared you. Similarly, terrified is when a situation is very, very scary. Um, as you can imagine, in a horror film, often these characters are meant to be terrified by the situation. And finally, you have panic stricken. So again, what? How can we describe the word stricken, Carl? Because we now have
So
grief stricken and and panic stricken.
so yeah, both of them. Stricken is like referring to when something hits you. So stricken comes from the verb to strike, right? And so when you're
Ah,
panic
excellent.
stricken or grief stricken, it means that it has like
Yeah,
kind of suddenly hit you, or you suddenly feel it, and like
perfect. Okay.
your complete, your total body, right? You're feeling it all over.
Okay. So to panic is to kind of be in a crazed or uncontrolled state where you're really anxious, you're really scared, you can't think properly.
Yeah.
So to be panic stricken is when something has left you feeling that way. Something's happened and you feel out of control.
Hmm, hmm. A lot of the time, if a problem happens maybe in your work, and people start kind of going around being like, "Oh God, what do we do? Oh no, right, what's happening?" This is we call panic. So maybe some people, what some people might say to try and stop you feeling that, they'll be like, "Oh, just don't panic. It's fine. Don't panic."
Don't panic. Calm down. Don't panic.
Exactly. So panic can
Okay.
be used as a verb as well, guys. So to panic, right, is the verb that we use. So don't panic. Do not do that. All right. Very good. Maybe I had one more there I was thinking of. Oh yeah. So for happy, if we wanted to say that you're like very, very happy, you'd say you're, oh, I'm absolutely buzzing. It's quite an Irish phrase, and I thought I might throw it in just because it's St. Patrick's Day. Oh man, I'm absolutely buzzing. Why? Because I just received a new promotion at work. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing. Right?
Woo!
Delighted, overjoyed. The buzzing is like,
Fantastic.
you know, like the sound that a bumblebee makes when it's flying around, like zzz. So it's like when your whole body just feels energized.
Woo!
You're like totally, oh, I'm buzzing. Oh my god, very happy.
Nice, nice.
Do you have any other ones, maybe, Jadine, for any of those categories? Maybe some English slang?
Um,
Is there anything for those? So I'm just trying to
no,
think of some Irish slang for them.
no, but I think they're all really, really good adjectives. They're
Hmm.
really nice in different ways.
Yeah, might be a
Mm.
good idea just to keep them the way they are. Okay, so at this point, guys, we'll just ask um, if you do you understand everything? Is there still some vocabulary that you're not sure of? Please tell us. That way we can
Mm.
hopefully explain it in a bit
Or
better
if you
way.
want to use any, you can let us know of times when you have felt any of these emotions.
So let's have a look at the. I'm sure we're gonna have some questions now for these. All right. The question is, which of these are compound adjectives? Which of
Oh,
these
okay.
adjectives are compound adjectives? So guys, can you tell us which of these adjectives are compound?
Mm. And don't forget,
We
you
got
guys had used compound adjectives earlier already. If
mm-hmm.
I remember, we had open-minded. Someone said fun-loving, which I really liked. Just a
That was great.
fun-loving guy, you know. It's fun-loving. Sorry
Happy
about
go
that.
lucky.
Happy-go-lucky.
My goodness. Let
Happy-go-lucky
us
was
know
it.
which one.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I'm out of control. Happy-go-lucky. Fun-loving. Yes, does anybody know? Oh, excellently, Chia. So high-spirited, grief-stricken, ill-tempered, and panic-stricken. Fantastic. Ah, but
Nice.
there's one more that you've missed.
Has she missed one? Oh, she has.
She has.
Oh.
This one has been missed. Oh, both of you have missed the same one. But also well
Oh.
done, Valeria. So there's one more in the sad category, category of sadness.
Oh, way to give it away, man. What are you doing? You give it away.
Ah, make it too difficult. They've done well. They've done well. Heavy-hearted,
Hey,
fantastic.
nice. Very good.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, those are
So,
the
so what
compound
makes them
adjectives, guys.
compound adjectives? Carl,
So yeah, that's a good question.
Carl, answer
You're
me.
asking me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking everybody else. So,
No.
what makes them a compound adjective is that there is a little hyphen or dash, depending on what you want to call the piece of punctuation, in between. It's kind of separating, it's connecting two words together. So you can see high, heavy, grief, ill, panic, right? So they're all connected together. They have the first part and the second part, all right? So high spirited, heavy hearted, grief stricken, ill tempered, panic stricken. Right? So they have each
Okay,
of those.
excellent.
Right, on to the next part. So the grammar, guys, for the compound adjectives. Oh, a bit of grammar.
Have fun.
So, how are these two sentences different? I saw a man eating shark,
What do they mean?
and I saw a man eating shark. What's the difference? How is the meaning? It's
Oh, what an excellent example as well. I really like that.
a good one. It's a good one. They throw in the
Yeah.
odd good sentence now and again. You're shocked by it. You're like, oh my god, that's actually a really good example. So what is the
Dangerous.
difference, guys, between these?
Hmm. Or
So I'll
maybe
give
if it's too difficult to think of a whole different way to phrase it, you can tell us what's the subject of each two. That's not I. It's the other subject.
mm, the object then of the
The
sentence.
object. The object.
What do we think? We'll give you a minute to type in. What do you think? So I
Hmm.
saw a man eating shark, or I saw a man eating shark. So can you hear the difference in the way I'm saying those two sentences, first of all? So there's a difference in the way that you speak when you say these two sentences. Obviously, one has a compound adjective and one does not have compound
Hmm.
adjective. So how
Oh,
does it change?
ah, excellent. Yes. So in the first one, the shark often eats men. Yes. So we're talking about a shark that eats people, or maybe just men. I hope just men. I don't want to be eaten. And in the second one, there is a man who is eating a fish, who is eating shark for dinner.
Exactly. Very
Well
good, Lucia.
done, Lucia. Good.
So yeah, a man-eating shark is a shark that eats men. Very good. And then a man-eating shark. It is all about the tone of voice, guys. The way that you say the phrase, right? So a man eating shark, or I saw a man eating shark. So you can like the rhythm of the sentence is different as well. Okay.
Lucia agrees. Just men. Just men, please.
And well, hold on now, right? I know I'd be a tasty treat, but I don't think I want that just to be me, right?
A tasty treat. Enough Carl for
Oh,
everyone.
I tell you, oh, there is. After this lockdown, there'll be more than enough. Jeez, I'm eating so much.
I
All
said
right.
people are gonna leave the quarantine either two ways. You'll either be very skinny or very fat, depending on
Exactly.
how you've chosen to live your quarantine life.
Oh, I've decided to enjoy myself during this quarantine life. Not gonna lie, had a great time. Okay, let's have a look. We've got two new sentences. Maybe Jadine, do you want to take those two?
So I can't see them.
Okay, sorry. So the first one, this is just explaining the difference between them. This means so I saw a man eating shark. This means you saw a shark which eats humans. Aha, humans, not just men. And then I saw a man eating shark. This means that you saw a man who was eating shark as food.
Okay.
Um, so, guys, that's how we do it. So the hyphen can change the meaning of the whole sentence, of the entire sentence. So we generally put a hyphen between two or before nouns when we want them to act as a single idea, in this case, an adjective. All right. So, for example, here we have I live in an
Okay.
English speaking country.
Yes.
So in
Fortunately,
a
the
country,
country doesn't speak English because that's impossible. A country is a land. Land doesn't speak.
this is it exactly, right? Or you could say, in this, in our case, Jadine, we could say we live in a non-English speaking country,
Yes,
right?
it's true. That's many. That's
Another
many
example, yeah,
hyphens.
he is a well-known actor. So an actor that is known very well, well known. All right. That's how we connect. We connect the two, and they act as a single idea. So, anyone have any questions on compound adjectives?
We will wait for your answers. Um.
We'll wait for them.
Okay. So in the meantime, compound adjectives. Change to compound adjective sentence.
Mhm.
Sentences, more than one. Number one, I have just read a book with 300 pages. So should we do this one as an example? Do you think?
Yeah, so we're gonna change these sentences into where they have a compound adjective in it. So the first one
Yes.
there, you want to take that one?
Sure. So if we say, I have just read a book with 300 pages, We can use the information of 300 pages to describe the book. I at least hope this is where it's going. So instead of saying the book has 300 pages, we could say, I've just read a 300-page book. Is that where it's going? I hope so.
Let's see if we're. I think they'll show the answers. Yeah.
Yay! Ah, and Lucia has it as well. Excellent. Although, I'm not sure why, but we wouldn't say a 300 pages book. So, firstly, we put the hyphen in between 300 and page because this is the information that goes together, and then we use this whole thing as an adjective to describe the book. So I've just read a 300-page book. I'm not sure why we don't say pages, but we don't.
300-page book. So
Yeah.
similarly to that in the second example.
That's right. I just want to say we don't hyphen the pages in the book because pages book would then be an adjective, but we still need the noun that is the book.
So yeah, you got to think the noun and then how to describe the noun. So we need an adjective and a noun out of this. So my office is in a building that has 20 stories. So decide what is the noun in that sentence.
And then where is the description that we can turn into a compound adjective? And number 3, I just ate some strawberries that was so good they made my mouth water. Okay, Luca, excellent. But again, the same as with pages, we would say I live in a 20-story building. Why do we not pluralize it, Carl? Is it because it's an adjective?
So it's an adjective, exactly, yeah. So you can't have like a plural per se. So you're just going to say a 20-story because there are 20 of them, and 300 pages because there are like 300 300 pages, right? So no plural. So again, I ate some strawberries that were so good they made my mouth water. Okay, hold on. I'll put the answer up for. Very good. So my office is in a 20-story building. Number 3.
And while you guys are
Remember,
thinking,
mm-hmm.
I was just going to read out the next one. So
Yeah.
he is famous around the world. Number 4, and finally number 5. You can't smoke in this restaurant. Almost, Lucia. So we don't say water mouth, but we have the adjective mouth watering. And this is when something smells or looks or tastes so good it makes your mouth make spit. It makes your mouth water.
Mm-hmm. So think about it. The noun is. The nouns are the strawberries. Very good, Valeria. Nice.
Nice, yes, I ate
I
some
ate
Melbourne
some.
strawberries.
So yeah, think about
And
what the noun is, guys, and
Luca,
then think, how do I do that?
wonderful. So he is world famous.
Excellent.
And
And
finally,
the
number
last
5.
one.
Just realized it's gotten really dark while I've been while I've been here. I'm too far away from the light.
There's a spotlight on you though. It's fine.
Oh, I feel famous.
So guys, the last one might be a little bit difficult. So
Yes, because
this
you
is
have
a
to change a few
non-smoking.
things.
All right.
Exactly. So if you cannot smoke somewhere, we always say it's the place is non-smoking. Maybe your apartment is non-smoking. The schools, I hope, are non-smoking. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay. I hopefully that's all right. If no one has any other questions,
okay.
let's see if we have time to go on to the next one.
Excellent,
Final page.
Luca. Yes, non-smoking restaurant.
Okay. So guys, here we're not obviously not going to write a story, but talk about these situations. We have left, so we're going to do this very quickly. And I want you guys to tell us how you felt when. So you can choose. You graduated high school or university. When your child, your sibling, your niece, your nephew was born. When someone close to you hurt your feelings. When you were in a life-threatening situation. When someone made you extremely angry. So tell us, uh, how did you feel? So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. We've only got 2 minutes left. Have you got anything to add, Jadine? Is there anything you want to say on top of anything we covered today?
No, no, I hope it was clear for you all, especially with the compound adjectives. Remember, we
Mm,
don't compound them to the noun as the most important part. And the adjectives always come
exactly.
before our nouns as well. In English, we never do noun and then adjective. So we wouldn't say strawberries mouth-watering. It's always mouth-watering strawberries.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we're just gonna run out of time here, guys. But uh, make sure to keep up to date with all of these webinars, guys. We got them coming at you every day, as you already know. And one more thing, because obviously today is St. Patrick's Day. However, we are doing an Irish event on Thursday. So this Thursday, that's the 19th
Yeah, the
of March.
19th.
We are going to be doing it from 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. on Thursday. So what you need to do is just to search on YouTube Mayas Milano Meravigli, and you'll be able to see our webinar. So it's going to be similar to this. It's going to be a webinar like before, um, but there's going to be a few other people.
Special Irish twists.
Mm-hmm,
I hope
mm-hmm.
you're all staying a meter away from each other.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, no, God, we're not going to be together. We're going to be in separate locations, but
Okay.
enjoying St. Patrick's celebrations together.
Okay, wonderful.
All right,
All right,
guys, we're going to have to
cool.
end it there. But thank you so much on behalf of
Ooh,
myself and
sorry.
Jadine,
What's happening?
and I
Yes.
hope you guys have a lovely evening.
Ah, thank you everyone for I had a mosquito for taking part and being so interactive. Bye.
Bye, guys.